Hi, and welcome to the section on maintaining concurrency in Rust. In this video, we will speak about understanding threads and handling threads. And specifically, we will speak about creating a thread and waiting for a thread to end. So first of all, open up your tut.rs file, and here we will create threads that run in parallel. Basically, our code helps us to run the code in concurrent way, so it runs from statement 1 to statement 10. And threads allow us to run the code or blocks of codes in parallel. That means that each block runs in its own time and speed. So it runs parallel to other threads. So here we will first use std threads and std time duration, and we will create a thread in the main function. And also we will use the main thread, this is the main function, to print out some values. So first let's write use std threads and use std time duration. Now let's create a thread. For this we will write thread spawn, and here we will write our code. So let's write for 1 in 5. And here let's simply print a value. So this value should be printed 4 times. And now let's simply wait for some time. We'll write sleep and duration from milliseconds. This will wait for some time. And now let's write our main thread for in 1 to 2. So it will simply run 1 time. We can even write simply the code, but let's say we want to write it 3 times or 2 times in this case, from 1 to 3. And now let's print some value again. Let's simply write exclamation mark. And now let's wait for the same time. And also let's add more to the second thread. So it will run 5 times, and this will run 2 times. So now let's run our code and see what it does. And as you can see, the main thread has run 2 times, and this is correct, but the second thread ran only 3 times. So we can fix this by making the whole code execute in the second thread. So for this we should write simply handle join unwrap, and we should name our thread as handle. So let's write let handle be equal to thread spawn, and now let's at the end of the main thread write handle.join.unwrap, and the main thread will wait for the second thread to run. And unwrap is used for handling possible errors. So let's write handle.join.unwrap. And now let's run our code. As you can see, we achieved what we wanted. Both threads run correctly. And this is how you can use threads and run them in Rust programming language.